What's up, everybody? This is Hispano Parlante, Mr. Flower C. Carlino, and we are La Kapsula hablando de what really matters. Like every week, we have a special guest. Today, we have a big-time TikToker. He's also a rock star. He plays a lot of instruments. Yeison Fontaine. How do you pronounce your last name, bro? First of all,
It depends on what
how
language.
do you pronounce it?
Depends on who I'm talking to.
Us?
Well, so if I'm speaking to the followers or anyone that speaks Spanish, I just say Fontaine because that's how they pronounce it, and I think it sounds a lot cooler than fountain. But when I'm talking normal day,
Hey, thank you for coming, man. How are you?
great.
So we met you out there. We were at
Jimmy's.
Yeah, we're
Jimmy's
just.
Tequila.
Well, we cannot say Jimmy's, but we met you out at out at a bar, and there was a very traditional way of answering to me, saying yes.
Yes.
And I asked, like, ¿hablas español? Do you remember what you answered?
Abuelita de Batman.
Okay, abuelita de Batman.
Y esa frase es vieja, como dijiste, o no?
Yeah, it has to be like from when I remember watching just like the black and white movies, like from the 50s and stuff like that.
Wow.
They had already used it. I think it came from like when the comics started becoming popular in Mexico.
The Batman comics.
And I don't even know where it comes from.
Okay.
Obviously from the comics, but I don't know how they relate it to Abuelita, the Batman. We're gonna probably research
We'll
it
have
there.
to figure this one out.
Cool,
Got to
cool.
get to the bottom of this.
Yes, we will. We're gonna do some research. But hey, anyways, man, thank you for coming. Can you tell us a little bit about you? What do you do? Mainly on your social media.
Yeah. So, like, tell them what my social media is, or
What do you do? What do you do
Okay,
in general?
So what I've lately have been doing, I make music, and what has been hitting or pegando, bien, is the Spanish covers in rock. So I'll take like a traditional, or not necessarily traditional, but like a regional song and just turn it into rock. And then some of them I turn into English. And it seems like those are the ones that do really well. And so I've just been doing more of that because I enjoy it, and people enjoy listening to it and watching the TikTok videos. So that's mostly what I do. But I also do a little bit of, I still do original music sometimes, but I don't know. I really enjoy the Spanish stuff because it helps me improve with my Spanish as well.
That's cool. Just get a little bit closer. There.
I got it.
All right. So yeah, it was very interesting to see your channel, because you play and sing songs that they're very traditional, like Los Temerarios and Los Tigres del Norte.
Yeah.
Those are songs that my dad used to listen to.
Yeah.
And when I heard you playing, I'm like, it brings you back like memories from like the 90s and stuff.
Okay.
So how did you get involved into or introduced to this type of music?
That's interesting. I released my first album right after I quit drinking, like in 2019, and it was all original music, and it was all in English. But I had one song called Brujeria, and it was in English too. That was the only word in Spanish on the entire album. But that song seemed to do well in Mexico. And so and this was on Facebook. This was before I was doing much with TikTok. And but I connected with people all over Latin America. And so I realized I should probably just go live and start talking in Spanish because I speak it. So and I have improved light years since then. It's amazing. I thought I spoke good then, but now looking back, I'm like, wow, it's changed.
But how did you get introduced to those songs, though?
So what happened was I was at a taqueria and I heard Un Que Suficiente by Los Angeles Azules and Natalia Lafourcade, and I loved it, and I wanted to sing it, but that's not my voice. It's a girl singer, and it's a cumbia. So I just started recording a rock version of it, just because that's what my voice is. It's a rock voice, and I really enjoyed it, and I posted it on social media, and people started liking it a lot, and they started commenting, and they were like, "Do Los Tigres del Norte," or "Do Ramon Ayala."
Oh, really?
Yeah, stuff like that.
Wow.
And so ever since then, So you heard me just jamming earlier, Los Temerarios. That's something new I'm working on. I haven't got it down yet.
But do you actually go and do research on these songs?
Yeah. So I will learn.
How do you do it? Like you go to Google like the most popular Mexican songs?
No. So they'll tell me like play this band.
Oh, so this is people asking you
the
to.
comments.
Okay.
They comment, or they'll message me sometimes. Sometimes messaging me is better. Sometimes it's worse. It just depends on the traffic I'm getting at the time. But also some people who are really persistent, like someone kept saying Valentin Elizalde, like every video they kept commenting that. So I finally went
Different
to check that out.
dudes?
No, well, yes and no. I heard his name a lot before, and then someone said one person in particular. It was a woman from Guanajuato. She kept commenting every video, like, and just being persistent like that. So I went and I did the Volver a Amar in English, and that was a good choice. Sometimes people will ask me to do certain songs, and I can't do that specific song for whatever reason. Maybe someone's already done it, or
the same thing you're doing?
well, there's people out there that do the
Okay.
rock covers, or sometimes it will be. This is a common thing that happens, is that it's in waltz time, like 3/4. So da, 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 1 2 3, instead of like 1 2 3 4, which has got the rock drum beat, you know. Because in regional Mexican music, you'll hear a lot of 3/4 music, and my only two options is to either change it to 4/4, and that can be difficult, or 6/8, and that will kind of keep the same vibes. It's just kind of like half timing it. I don't know if that makes
So
sense.
yeah, I guess for the people that doesn't
Doesn't know
much
music.
about the music part, you're talking about the tempo of the song,
No, well, the tempo, it's the time.
the timing.
Yeah, so an example would be like I'm just gonna grab the
course.
guitar real quick. So like Tragos de Amargo Licor is like 1 2 3 1 2 3 clavado en este rincón. But I had to make a punk version in 4/4 1 2 3 4. So it's like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 clavado en este rincón. Como tú clavaste a mi corazón. He started clapping. I didn't want to stop, but I just wanted to give you all an example real quick. And you see how the tempo, or I guess it's the tempo, but the tempo is the speed. It's the timing. It's just different, and so. But you hear that a lot in Mexican music, the 3/4, and it's so fun to listen to. It just doesn't translate to the drums very well for rock drums. So sometimes I have to go listen to that artist, and if I don't want to do the changes, I have to find another song, and so I won't be able to do that exact song. So
Cool.
that's a long way of answering your question.
So actually, I have seen other people doing like, well, in Spanish, like the same song in different genres.
Uh-huh.
Like for example, like something from Vicente or something like that, Vicente Fernandez, and put it in rock or blues.
Yeah.
And it sounds super cool.
It's
but
fun.
actually, the first time that I actually saw somebody doing it in English,
Yeah.
it was from you.
Oh, that's
and that was pretty cool. I was like, okay, this is the guy that we interview at this place, and then check out I'm like, oh wow, this is very.
Thank you.
And then you do it at home, right? It seems like it's a bedroom.
Yeah. It's a little bedroom studio that I made at home, and I don't have nearly as nice of a setup as you guys. I just have an interface.
Well,
a
you don't need to,
microphone.
right?
Really? No, because you see
Yeah.
the results that it gets. Like if you like just put your head in your work and work hard, you know, you can make it sound good with very minimal stuff. So yeah, I just have a basic little setup and do it all at home. And
Cool.
Yeah.
Actually, when we started doing this, we we had like almost Mr. Flowers is the guy that does the production.
Uh-huh.
He was the one that had the cameras, right?
Okay.
And then we were borrowing one camera for one of my friends, and I had to go get it all the way to Lawrenceville. It's like driving 45 minutes just to borrow a camera.
For an interview.
Yeah, and we were in dining room. We had to move the dining room table. We had to move all the chairs. it was hard.
I think what this tells me though is that y'all love what you do.
Yeah, we actually
passionate
do.
about it.
Just like you do. And
Buy a little bit here for this if you need it. Just and just keep going. And next thing you know, you're going to be one of the biggest Spanish English podcasts. It's my belief.
You're gonna do the soundtrack for the.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But in Spanish, you're gonna be like, okay, we're gonna take or in English.
Okay. Well, either one.
All of those songs from old school, I don't know, Cadetes de Linares or whatever you like, and we'll put them together. How does that sound?
Yeah, that'll work.
But Yeison, tell us more about where you're from. Where are you from? Georgia?
Yeah. So I'm from Douglasville originally, and I live in Chambly now. Much better food in Chambly. Y'all guys go out to Chambly, right?
So for those, because people would know their country see us now. For those who don't know, Douglasville is like. Do you consider a countryside of Atlanta?
I'd say it's suburbs. I wouldn't say it's country though.
Okay,
but
like
it's
this.
not in the city limits. It's a little out there, but it's less of like where I live now in Chambly. I'm sure you know because I met you like in Doraville, which is next to Chambly. Chambly has a lot of immigrants and stuff, so you can get really amazing food out there. I was talking about the food. You can get stuff from, well, I guess made here, but by people from everywhere from Guatemala, Argentina, if you're in a meat mood.
It's great too.
It's amazing. I love Argentinian food. What's some other Mexican food? Obviously, Central American, and then Asian food if you're into that. I think some of the Asian food is a little too authentic for my liking sometimes. I remember, I don't know if I should even say it, but there was a menu.
Dilo.
There's a okay.
Sácalo.
Fue en el menú de un restaurante chino que venden y lo vi y lo puedo buscar aquí en mi Google, pero dijo que venden pito de ox. ¿Cómo se dice ox?
Ox. Vamos a buscarlo.
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
OX.
OX?
Uh-huh.
A ver, vamos a buscarlo. Ox in Spanish is buey.
Okay, yeah, they sell that for food. So it's super authentic. Like that's something that.
So they sell the penis of a buey.
At this Chinese
and
restaurant.
You tried it, obviously.
I did not.
Okay.
But I did try. One thing I did try that's not on like the typical American palate is like at the Argentinian restaurant they sell chinchulin.
Yeah.
And so I tried that. I didn't like that so much, but I did try at a Mexican restaurant tacos de tripa. And that was good with some, just put some habanero salsa on it, and I was good to go. So I do try to keep an open mind. I would just say that the Chinese stuff was a little too much for me. Maybe in the future I'll be more open minded to try that. I don't know.
How was it growing up in the suburbs of Douglasville?
That was cool.
You liked it?
Yeah, I liked it.
What's there? Is there just a lake to go out and?
I guess there is the Sweetwater Creek State Park.
I just remember
didn't go there much. Just play music with friends.
Did you have any Hispanic friends?
I did.
In Douglasville?
So I did, but it was mostly just at school, which was interesting because. I guess back then I was more trying to party and stuff like that, and so my white boyfriends were the partiers, like doing drugs and stuff.
We want to go to that party, right?
So that was me. I do feel like I screwed up. Oh, I didn't screw up. Life takes you where you got to go, and it took me.
You were in high school, right?
Huh?
You were in high school?
I was in high school, but then after that, in my 20s, I was pretty much addicted to stuff. Although I did have girlfriends and stuff that were in my 20s. Like I had a girlfriend from El Salvador and stuff. So yeah, I did have Hispanic friends outside of school.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, how did you get? Because you speak Spanish, and you know some of the like straight up barrio and country slang, things that I I'm not even using, or flowers, or Carlino. Like, we don't say that shit. So, so it's like, okay, so you must be very, ¿cómo se dice? Muy relacionado, related in somehow with this type of people, right?
Yeah, well, a lot of the the super slang
These type of people. I sounded so racist right
No,
there.
no.
Not this type of people. Let's say a lot of country.
con el pueblo.
Sí, es muy de pueblo.
Ajá,
¿Tienes muchos amigos de pueblo?
Pues hoy, en
de
el día de hoy,
Latinoamérica.
sí.
Sí.
Pero no sé, cuando empecé a aprender, tal vez no. Pero después de empezar con mis TikToks, he aprendido muchas cosas. Por ejemplo, las frases o piropos, albures, cosas así.
A ver, dinos un piropo que le dices a una
Okay.
chica ahí.
Bueno, in English I never use pickup lines, right? But, pero creo que a la gente les gusta escucharme diciendo cosas así en español porque soy un gringo y cuando digo un piropo, no sé, se ve raro.
Dinos uno.
Okay.
Si estuviera una chica aquí, digamos que Flowers es una
Okay,
muchacha
sí.
chinita, bonita,
Okay.
morenita,
Una bonita...
con chinitos.
Quiero decir un piropo bueno. Yo sé algunos nacos, pero...
Esos están mejor.
What is one I learned recently? Quisiera que seas un café para echarte crema al diario.
Ok, ese es uno bueno, ¿verdad?
Yeah,
Mira, ¿sí o no, Flowers? ¿Te gustó? Eso, chico. Aprobado. Ese, have you used it?
No, well, kind of, but only as a joke.
A ver, uno que sí le digas a una
Okay,
mujer, que vas a usar.
Si diré un piropo, solo sería como un chiste, como...
A ver,
okay.
use it.
Pues, cuando utilicé ese piropo, estaba hablando en un group chat y las chicas estuvieron hablando de café y por eso busqué en Google piropos de café y encontré eso y eso lo compartí, pero solo como un chiste porque no utilizo los piropos para conquistar, nada así, solo para bromear.
Para joder.
Yeah, exactly. Just messing around. What's another one? I said one on TV.
On TV?
Yeah, I was on Tengo Talento.
Oh, you were there.
And the host, what's his name? Luis Coronel was like, ¿sabes lo que es un piropo? And I was like, a pickup line. And he's like, yeah, dile un piropo a Christy, the DJ. And I only knew two.
The one with the crema?
No,
okay.
I didn't say that. I did not say that on TV.
¿Cómo va? Quisiera que fueras café para echarte la crema diario.
Al
Todos
diario.
los días. A la madre. Imagínate en televisión así, güey, nacional.
No.
Oye, mija, pues quisiera hacer tu café para echarte crema diario, mija.
I would.
Oh.
They
But
probably,
let me share something with
okay.
you. Say that piropo again.
Quisiera que seas un café para echarte crema al diario.
Okay. So this is how you would say it. Like, it sounds so innocent, muy inocente. Ay, quisiera. He actually sounds good when he says it. Pero dice, no, se escucha bien. Obviously, when Flowers, and I would say it, this is how Flowers would say it. Oh, let's say this is how I would say it.
Quisiera que seas un café.
Sí. Si yo lo digo sería, quisieras que fueras mi café para echarte leche a diario.
Okay.
¿Okay? Do you see the difference? Say it again. You say it the way you would say it.
Okay, que fueras. I think that's how I read it too. Quisiera que fueras un café para echarte crema al diario.
¿Cómo se escucha eso, güey? Es hasta Flowers lo enamoraste. This is how Flowers would say it. Oye, mijita, pues quisiera que fueras mi café para echarte esa cremita a diario, chiquita.
Oh, I did learn another one about.
¿Sí o no? Mi barriote, a huevo. ¿Viste?
that little
You see the
solo
difference?
whistle.
You see the difference? You see, when you say I'm sure the girl will be like, I see. But when Flowers comes to, chiquita, pues quiero que fueras mi café, mijita. Pues,
Es porque tengo pena o algo así. Es como,
try to say it like more barrio.
me?
Yeah,
Okay.
just try it.
barrio. Okay. Quisiera que fueras un café para echarte crema al diario.
Este güey piensa que es Brad Pitt, güey. Sí, bien.
Aprendí otro de las hamburguesas y es algo similar, pero en vez de crema es mayonesa.
Oh, okay.
Y eso rima, creo.
A ver, dilo.
Es como quisiera que fueras una hamburguesa para llenarte con mayonesa. Así se rima.
Ese está bueno, ¿eh? ¿Cómo lo diría Flowers? Sí, es barrio, así, lo más bajo que puedes imaginarte.
Bueno, eso sería fácil. Hablar muy grosero.
Sí.
¿Cómo lo diré?
Te voy a ayudar. El Flowers
Ok.
empezaría. Esa
Oye.
mi hamburguesita quisieras que fuera mía para... ¿O cómo era?
Para llenarte con
Para llenarla de mayonesita.
mayonesita. What is
¿Sí o no, mi Flowers? Ah.
What is the other one I did on TV was dije quiero ser tu sol para poder darte todo el día.
Well, that's not...
Eso es más inocente, pero es naco.
Te voy a decir unos refranes,
Okay.
sayings,
Okay.
and you tell me based on your knowledge in Spanish.
Okay.
What do you think it
Okay. If it's got a
it is.
double meaning or
All right.
something.
Or what do you think it says? Okay. No dejes para mañana lo que puedes hacer hoy.
Don't put off until tomorrow what you could do today.
Yes.
Okay. So that's not a.
Ese es
Well,
un saying.
I guess you could use that.
Oye, Jason, el Yeison, ¿sí o no, mi Flowers? A ver, ponte tu cámara para que la gente te vea. No, ahí está, míralo.
Ahí
No,
estás.
ahí todavía no sales, güey. Dice program. Ay, pinche, güey. Bueno, sale, venga, otra vez. Ese es mi Jason, ¿qué onda? ¿Cómo estás, mi Jason?
Bien.
Oye, estábamos diciéndote unas frases,
Okay.
o unos sayings, Spanish, dichos se le puede decir, and you tell me what do you think it means, all right?
Okay.
Hoy por ti, mañana por mí.
Today for you, tomorrow for me.
What do you think that means?
Well, I guess we do what you want today. Then tomorrow we'll do what I want. I guess. I don't know.
Ese se escucha como que estás con una chava, ¿no? Hoy hacemos por ti lo que tú quieras y mañana lo que yo quiera.
I don't know. I've heard that one.
That's a
before,
good
but-
way. What it means is I will help you today, tomorrow you will help me.
So pretty much. What
Pretty much,
I
yeah.
was saying.
But
yeah.
you were saying, hoy hacemos por ti y
We-
mañana lo que yo quiera.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. Let's try another one. De lengua me echo un taco.
Okay.
De lengua
Uh-huh.
me echo un taco.
I made a taco out of tongue meat.
De lengua me echo un taco.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you think the reasoning behind that is?
I have no idea. That one's probably, I think, like albures have corrupted my mind on that one.
What it means is you're lying.
You're lying?
Yeah.
Really? Why? Explain that one
Okay,
to me.
lengua means
Yeah,
tongue.
Tongue, yeah.
When somebody calls somebody lengua, I put a lengua, o es un lengua. ¿Cómo lo dirías tú, Flowers? Es... Sí.
Gossiper?
She's- yeah.
Okay.
So, cuando alguien dice, pura lengua,
Uh-huh. Okay.
just sharing. Or
De lengua me echo un taco.
Eso.
So if you were to say something and I didn't believe you, I would just be like, de lengua me echo un taco.
Sí. Okay. Sí. Yeah, that's the way. Yes.
So I'm learning here on La Kapsula podcast.
Ahí te va otra.
Okay.
I got one more. ¿Qué pachuca por Toluca?
Pechuca.
¿Qué pachuca por Toluca?
Toluca is a place, right?
Pachuca is also a place.
Okay, so I was wondering, I was like, what? I was like, it's not Pechuga, it's Pechuca.
Say it. ¿Qué pachuca por Toluca?
Que Pechuca por Toluca.
That means what's up.
What's up? Oh, I like that.
Pachuca referring to ¿qué pacho? ¿Qué pasó?
Uh-huh.
Toluca they're just adding shit
Yeah,
to
it's kind of like, ¿entiendes, Méndez?
Yes.
Te
Something like
explico,
that.
Federico.
All right, let's try another one. Hablar sin pelos en la lengua.
Talk without hair on your tongue. I guess that's like, just be straight with me.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I've never heard that before.
Say it. Hablar sin pelos en la lengua.
Hablar sin pelos en la lengua.
That's
okay,
good,
I didn't know that one. I just guessed.
But can you say it more serious, like, this is a serious...
Okay, so, hablar sin pelos en la lengua.
That's right, even with a hand. A ver, do the hand again.
Hablar sin pelos en la lengua.
That's right.
Or, háblate sin pelos en la lengua.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
I
We
got
got
it.
one. Well, a few more.
Okay, sure.
Luego nos vicenteamos.
Vicenteamos. Ven.
Luego nos vicenteamos. Say it.
Luego nos vicenteamos. No sé.
No idea?
Uh-uh.
I'll see you later.
I'll see you. Okay, okay.
Ver vicenteamos. Luego
Okay.
nos vemos.
That was confusing me because I guess is that even how you say the word we will see?
Vicenteamos?
Or is that like a
It's probably make up word.
Yeah, that's where it got me.
Ahí te va otra.
Okay.
Hoy cena Pancho.
Today Pancho eats or
Repeat it
has
first.
dinner. Hoy cena Pancho. Okay. Who's Pancho in this context?
Any idea? Hoy cena Pancho. You would say this to a girl.
Really?
Or, well, I guess to your friends too, right? Like if you're going out on a girl, you expect something out of a date.
Okay. Hoy
What do you
cena.
expect on a date? Like if you go out?
Oh, I get it. Yeah. You're getting some.
Yeah.
I guess.
Say
Okay.
it serious.
Hoy, all right, so it'd be like, hoy cena Pancho. Because you'd be excited, right? Yeah. You see,
We got no. Dando y dando, pajarito volando.
hold on, we got to go back to that one.
Oh.
I would.
Hoy cena Pancho?
So that would be like, not necessarily say it to the girl. You'd be like talking to your homeboy because it's about to go down. And you're like, hoy cena Pancho, nos vemos. Like.
How would you
like,
say it in English?
In English, man, I don't know. In English, I would just be like, I gotta go, bro. I got
Pancho's eating tonight.
yeah, but I see. You know what's funny is I'm going to use that in English. To somebody someday.
Say it again.
In English,
So if you're saying to a girl that you're going out with.
or if I was saying it to a girl, that would be different. Well, then if I was going to say it to a girl, I would say it in a different context. It'd be like, maybe like, you want to come home? She'd be like, yeah. And you'd be like, hoy cena Pancho.
Yes.
Vamos.
All right, we got another one.
I don't know if I would do that, but maybe.
Dando y dando, pajarito volando.
Dando y dando y pajarito volando.
Dando y dando, pajarito volando.
Giving and giving the flying bird.
No idea?
No.
It's kind of hard.
He's giving it all he's got to fly, I guess. Like he's trying hard.
Yeah, I mean the direct translation would be like that. But what it means is when you're doing a business or exchanging something, like if you have something, you're gonna send me that guitar.
Okay.
You're like, give me the money first, and I'll give you the guitar. That's what it.
It's like getting down to business.
Yes.
Like being serious.
All right, say it. Dando y dando, pajarito volando. In that matter, in that way, like serious stuff.
Okay. So you'd be sitting there talking to me. I'd be like, dando y pajarito volando. Like, let's get down to business.
That's right.
Let's stop what we're doing for a second and
right.
handle business.
Another one.
Oh, hold on. It'd be like when I go to meet with the customer and then we just get to talking for 10 minutes and I'm not working yet. And I'm like,
Yes.
I need to go home.
Yep.
So I'm like, dando y pajarito volando.
That's
Okay,
right.
I got it.
Pajarito.
Pajarito volando.
Yeah.
Blah.
All right, this one is another one. This will be the last one.
No, no worries.
El muerto y el arrimado a los 3 días apestan. Repeat. El muerto
El muerto,
y el arrimado
el arrimado,
a los 3 días
a los 3 días
apestan.
apestan. I don't think I know that word.
El muerto
No, I know that, the
Oh.
death, and
y el arrimado.
I don't know that one. What's that in Spanish?
Freelancers, like somebody that wants free, like they want free food or free.
Freeloaders.
Yeah,
okay.
freeloaders, I'm sorry,
Okay. Arremilado. 3 días apesta, stink for 3 days. So what does it mean?
El muerto y el arrimado a los 3 días apestan. A ver, Flowers, ¿qué significa eso? Bueno, no tienes pinche micrófono, no sirve.
Pero
¿Cuál sería la?
arrimado is when there's someone around you that you don't really want
Uh-huh.
right in that specific moment.
Mm-hmm.
So el arrimado is that person, and the dead person stinks after 3 days, and if that person
Oh, you've worn out your welcome. I get
Yes.
it. Yes. Okay.
That's what I mean. It's
Okay.
like, for example, el muerto, I mean, you help out a friend like a couple days. You know,
Uh-huh.
or-
I've been there. I know exactly what
You've
you're
been on
talking
which side? Been helped or helped? Or both?
Both, actually. You know, when I was in my 20s.
So they could have said that to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, hey, el muerto y el arrimado a los 3 días
Yeah,
apestan.
you got your friend on the couch for 3 days eating all your food. You go to get the Coke out of the fridge that you've been waiting on, and it's gone. And so then you would use that phrase. You're like, okay, bro, el muerto y el
Arrimado
arrimado
a los 3 días.
a los 3 días apestan. So I get it. So death and the freeloader both smell kind of bad after 3 days. So
Yes.
I'm tired. You got to go because I'm starting to get mad at you. Like, yeah. I get
Is
it.
that how you would say it in English? Like
I am
the direct, I guess the equivalent.
yeah, I guess so.
Like, hey, bro.
Except sometimes I'm too nice and I don't say anything, and they just have to pick up on my body language. Like I stop talking to them and I go in my studio and put loud music on or something. And
But
they'll
people
figure
still
it.
don't get it though.
So yeah, I guess it depends. It's worked for me. But yeah, I know some people will take advantage, and yeah, and when I have to get down to it, I'll either be like, yeah, I think it's time to go. I need some peace, or I'll just lie and be like, I've got stuff to do, like, or I might have something to do for real.
Oye, mi Jason, talk to us about. I think you're very charismatic.
Oh, thank you.
And I think that's why people follow you a lot.
Okay.
You have to be charismatic. You
Yeah,
know? I
yeah.
think so, to have that many followers. How many followers do you have on TikTok?
Like 120 something thousand. followers. So it's
120,000.
not famous,
But still, it's over
something.
100,000.
Yeah.
I think that's when you can monetize it, right?
No, you can monetize at 10,000.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh. Actually, at 1,000 technically, because you can get video gifts when you go live, or live gifts. Video
Do
gifts.
you monetize your...
Yeah. Why not? Like,
Oh, really?
It doesn't pay
Is
much.
it good? The people that don't know, like, it's weird on monetize.
No.
We're not even there yet.
I probably got like $150 sitting there just that I haven't touched because I don't. No vale la pena, you know. It's,
Oh, really?
It's not worth my time yet, but maybe because okay, I'm always afraid that if I was to like withdraw the money, like my reach would disappear or something, you know. So I'm just letting it grow till it's something worth my time taking out, you know, like if it's a couple hundred or something.
So the people that think that they can live out of doing videos,
Some people can though. Some
but
people.
then they have to have millions of followers.
I think that's I think the people that you see I think more money comes out of like brand deals and stuff, not necessarily
Of views.
yeah, like you do have some people that can pull like that just make lazy videos where they're just doing something like laying in bed, you know, and use one of those little filters above your head that gives an answer about you, and they're already famous, so they get like 5 million views automatically because they have such a big following, and that that might, you know, cause people to go watch other videos, and they'll probably make like, I don't know, $50 a day doing something like that per video if it's getting millions and millions of views. But if you're like me, you're not really making any money off of that. I guess it's that plus people going and streaming my music on like Spotify and stuff, but that's still negligible. It's like I still have a job, like, and I have to work.
Are you planning to live from?
I'd like
making
to.
videos?
Yeah, I would like to. Not necessarily from TikTok, but just from music in general. I'm putting the live band together. I've got one guy, and we're about to try a couple other guys out, and I think the money comes from playing live and selling T-shirts, selling CDs and stuff. And I think people.
CDs. Wow.
Yeah. Okay. CDs. So I wanted to do vinyl because that's what people really buy now.
It's expensive, right?
It is, but my album was 1 minute too long to make on vinyl. So
What's the vinyl record?
I guess it's
time?
like 45 minutes, and my last album was 46 minutes, and this is the one that everybody wants, the cover album. So
Óyeme, Jason, y es que mira, bueno, a mucha gente nos interesa, incluyendo a nosotros, la cápsula. So you focus mainly on TikTok, or what about YouTube?
I do all of it. I have
¿Y cuál tienes más?
in TikTok.
Yeah?
TikTok
YouTube is hard to get in?
y-
Or
nowadays
be popular?
So I think it's also depends on the format you're using. YouTube is generally more long form, like 15-minute videos, 20 minutes, 10 minutes maybe. I'm just a musician, so I just post the full song,
So for your type of
3 minutes or
of
something.
content, I mean, TikTok is just perfect. Or Instagram?
You know, it would be ideal if YouTube blew up quicker than it is, but it's still moving. It's nowhere near the same amount. It's like 4,000 right now on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It's hard, right? YouTube, I think, is the hardest one.
'Cause-
At least from what we have experienced.
It's because now, but yeah, you got to value those YouTube subscribers for that purpose. Because YouTube's been around a lot longer
Yeah.
than TikTok, and so you've already got these people who have solidified their position on there, and they are making the long form content. Because the goal for social media, or any platform or streaming service, is to keep people on there as long as possible, because the longer you consume content on those platforms, the more ads you're looking at and the more money they make. So that's the motivation behind that. TikTok is cool because it can create a star out of anybody, because it's shorter form content. So in that 15 minutes that you spent on YouTube, they'll show you 15 different people. So it's easy to break into because there's a need for all these.
Oh, Jimmy,
creators.
Jason, what do you think, or I don't know if you do it, do you pay for get more views and likes and what
No.
else, followers?
So
Have you ever done it?
not in the sense that I think you're referring to, like where you go pay a third party. When I first started, I did run Facebook ads, but I quit about a little, maybe 11 months ago, and started focusing on TikTok because Facebook banned me from going live.
Why?
Okay, so that I don't trust Facebook at all. I hate Facebook, but I wanted to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I was like 25 away, and I would post, and Facebook hides anything like that. So if you post on Facebook a link to YouTube, Facebook doesn't show it in other people's feeds because you're going to leave Facebook and not look at their ads. So they hide that in the algorithm. And so I went live because I wanted to get there. I was right there. I was so close. And so I started telling people, hey, go to my YouTube. And I put a link and I pinned it in the chat in the live video. And boom, I got my 1,000 subscribers. But then a day later, I got a notification from Facebook saying that I was banned from going live for a month. And they went on my personal profile. This was on my page, not my profile. And they found something from 3 years ago that wasn't even against.
What the hell?
Yeah, and they said it was that. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm never giving another dime in ad revenue to them. I'm going.
I don't agree with that. Because back then it was different. whatever you recorded 3 years ago, it wasn't with the same.
Yeah, and it wasn't even on my page. It was on my
now.
profile. It was
What was it? Were you showing?
It was a meme.
Intimate parts of you.
No, it wasn't even against the rules, in my opinion. It was.
Oh wow, what was it?
It was like, it was a meme, and it had the guitar. It had the Duck Hunter Nintendo game controller, the little shotgun, and it said Guitar Hero Nirvana Edition, because of Kurt Cobain or whatever. So and they were like, "Oh, that's encouraging suicide" or something like that.
What?
Yeah, like I think it was so, like, I don't know. I think they were reaching on that one. So I said no more. I'm not gonna focus on Facebook anymore.
But YouTube is getting like that now.
Is it?
Yeah, a little bit. They're starting to like track down certain things you say or
Really? Yeah. They've got the technology now to recognize what you're saying, and they can
Like the
read
bots.
the words and all that. Yeah, TikTok's like that too. All of it is. So I do. That's another reason why I try not to be.
Well, yeah. What's
polite.
your on TikTok? What's your most popular video?
That is.
Is it a song?
Golpes en el corazón.
Can you sing it for us?
Sure.
Play it and sing it.
Sure. I'll take off my jacket. So.
Oh shit! Things getting hot in here.
Well, no, it's because my sleeve, the zipper, will hit and make a tapping noise.
Venga, súbele un poquillo.
It's in English, is the popular version on TikTok. So I could either do that. I love singing it in both languages. It doesn't matter.
Sing it in both for us.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Do you need anything for this?
No,
Or can
no,
y'all
you're good.
just back up a little bit? I
No,
guess?
no, actually get front. I get
Okay.
toward. Yeah, get closer.
I guess the guitar is louder than my voice. Okay, here we go. Yo te regalaba todo, todo lo que me pedías. Sin embargo me reclamas y te daba hasta mi vida. Pero tú, ¿qué me has dado? Falsas promesas de amor. Pero tú, ¿qué me has dado? Golpes en el corazón. I have given you everything, everything you asked of me. Nevertheless, you have blamed me. Gave you my life and all I could be. How about you? What have you given? Your false promises of love. How about you? What did you give me? Nothing but blows to my heart. Para sanar las heridas, voy a buscar otro amor. Casi arruinaste mi vida, golpeando mi corazón. Pero tú, ¿qué me has dado? Falsas promesas de amor. Pero tú, ¿qué me has dado? Golpes en el corazón. Pero tú, ¿qué me has dado? Falsas promesas de amor. Pero tú, ¿qué me has dado? Golpes en el corazón.
Yeah.
Right.
A huevo.
Ah, huevo. I love it.
Hey, buenísima la canción, eh?
Gracias.
Me encanta.
Gracias.
So you said people can actually listen to this song that you did. You recorded, you produced it,
Yep.
and it's on Spotify.
Spotify.
What's your name?
YouTube. Yeison Fountain, like a water
That's the
fountain.
name?
Or puedes buscar. You can search up Yeison Fountain Blows to the Heart, because I changed.
Blows. If you just
Golpes.
Yeison Fountain Blows.
Yeah, blows to the heart. So that'd be the easiest way to find it.
Okay.
And that's with like all the drums and electric guitars, and it's really fun. It's a great.
Oye,
song.
mi Jason, algo que estábamos platicando right before we started all this. It's your idea about Hispanics is that we're very we like our traditional things, and It's actually very different when you actually live in Latin America.
Mm-hmm.
I think the once we come here, we become so patriotic and we wear sombreros and we embrace them and the Mexican flag and it's like this and that. But I think in your case, when people see it, you doing it, they like it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And this is what I was gonna ask you. Like, if you were to this Cinco de Mayo that's coming up next week.
Oh, okay.
If you were to like put a sombrero and a sarape and some bigote mustache, I am 100% sure the Hispanics out there will be like, yeah, Yeison, ¿qué? Mi Jason, ¿qué pasó? ¿Todo bien? They would invite you. They will be like, hey, aquí, dando y dando, pajarito volando. No. ¿Qué pachuca por Toluca, mi Yeison? They would be cool with it, right? I don't know, I'm asking you, have you done anything like that? Not exactly, I'm exaggerating.
So I would never do that on Cinco de Mayo because that holiday has kind of been.
But if you would do it, I think.
Right.
Let's put it this way. Something you've done. You speak Spanish, right?
Yeah.
You go and speak Spanish to people. People find it
intriguing,
cool.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, somebody's embracing our culture, trying at least to fit in, or maybe not fit in, but be part of this, socialize. You know?
Yeah.
They like it, right?
Yeah. I do the vaquero sombrero sometimes. You know, like the cowboy hat.
Do you do this on your videos too?
Sometimes.
Okay.
It just
because they accept it.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. I want to ask you something though. What if I dress up? Let's say it's a Jewish holiday or something like that.
Okay.
And I try to embrace that. Would they take it as racism?
Jewish, I don't.
Or anything else? Like, let's say, any American culture, and I'm dressing up.
I see what you're. And that's cool.
However, you're doing the same thing.
Really?
Or even worse. Because if you were wearing a mustache and a sombrero.
Right. Well, I don't. Like I said, like that's an interesting point. That's why I try to still be myself throughout the process, where it's not patronizing. I still do things my style, like rock, and I show my appreciation in my own way. You know, I don't know. I don't know how others would take it. I wouldn't be offended by stuff because I have so much love, you know, for la raza, you know, but like. I don't know. And that's another thing. That's why I wouldn't personally dress with the big sombrero, like, and stuff like that. Like, I just have a little cowboy hat, but I wouldn't do it on Cinco de Mayo because it is patronizing, in my opinion. I don't. I think it can be disrespectful. Also, a lot of people don't even understand what Cinco de Mayo is. Like, they think it's like September 16th or something. When it's just the Battle of Puebla, and I think that's the only place in Mexico that they celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Maybe like a couple parades or something.
Probably they don't even celebrate it. But
maybe I don't know.
Let's put it. Well,
but I don't know. I try not to do things in some kind of like patronizing way. I love like I'll have certain shirts, you know, that are cool. Like I have one with the I guess is it called the escudo nacional? I got that
from
only,
Mexico.
Okay. Because a guy at Plaza Fiesta was like, "You need to wear this. Just try it." And people liked it. A lot of people liked it. Although I did see a couple people saying that in Mexico, I probably couldn't wear that because I guess you can't wear patriotic symbols on your clothing in Mexico. Is that true?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
No, that guy. It is true?
It is true.
Okay.
No puedo usar calzones.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot.
Flowers is saying that we cannot wear
Calzones.
underwear.
Oh, underwear. Yeah. So I don't do the underwear anyway. It was a shirt though.
I don't do underwear. But well,
no. But I know what you're asking. I don't know. Like, cause there's people that do like the rock and roll stuff, but that's like a musical thing, you know. It's not a nationality, you know. But there's rockers of all types. As far, I don't know. I try to tread lightly on certain things. I wouldn't want to offend anybody. That's why I try not to cuss really when I'm doing my TikTok videos. because there's people of all ages watching and stuff, and I don't know. It's an interesting point. Also, there's certain words I won't ever use. Like someone was asking me about that Molotov song, their biggest hit, and I was like, that's a word I would never use.
Puto?
No, the B word in English.
Beaner.
I would never use
That's
that
old
word.
school.
And so a lot of my Mexican friends use that word.
Really?
Like as jokingly, like it's like a joke for them. But I personally would never use it.
I don't use it either. First of all, because it's more than just calling somebody Mexican. It's denigrating somebody.
I agree.
I don't think it's. There's certain words that anybody, even African Americans or Asians, use on their
amongst themselves.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
But if I call somebody beaner, another Mexican will be like, do you even know what that means, brother? I mean, it's.
And we're talking about in Spanish it starts with F, like because the Molotov song, and I wouldn't say it either way, but in English especially is where because I've heard, like I don't know if y'all have heard it like that because y'all you probably don't deal with people like, but I've heard white people say it in a way that is disrespectful, because people talk differently amongst themselves,
Of course.
And so I've heard it before, and I just because I've heard it in that context, I'm not that type of person. That's not how I view Mexican people or people from anywhere in Latin America. I los adoro a todos. So I personally would never use that word. And that's why when you're talking about Cinco de Mayo and dressing up and stuff like that, like I know I've seen people do that at the Mexican restaurants with the big sombrero, like the mariachi ones or whatever. Like, I don't know. I personally couldn't do it because I feel like that's a little too patronizing. I love the culture, but I want to appreciate it like in a genuine way, if that makes sense. So I still want to be Yeison, the rock and roll guy. I just happen to speak Spanish and love the music, and the people. So that's how I do it.
Well, cool. Keep it genuine, man.
Yeah.
I think, like I said earlier, I think you seem like a cool guy.
Yeah.
You have a nice way of, I don't know, expressing yourself, and you're nice to people. Mm-hmm. Well, I noticed this when I met you at this bar.
Yeah.
So I could tell, like, I don't know, you have good principles. At least that's my first impression.
Yeah.
And you like in the Latin culture. I think that's pretty cool, man. I don't know what to say. I think we all feel very happy that other people like our culture. You know what I'm saying?
And we were talking about that before the thing, and I was saying that, like, because you're saying people don't necessarily appreciate it in Mexico, but I don't know. I connect with a lot of people there, and I've never met another culture that was so happy to have their culture appreciated, like, because I've seen it with other cultures and stuff where they would consider it like appropriating. But there's a difference, between appropriating it and appreciating it. And I was talking at that bar to Rusty, Rusty, and Rusty was saying what he enjoyed about what he had seen on there was that there was a genuine like love and appreciation for the stuff. It wasn't for clout or hype or whatever. Like and I think that's another thing is that like, just speaking the Spanish and knowing the colloquialisms, like all the ones you were just teaching me that I actually didn't
Abuelita
know.
de Batman.
Stuff like that, or the piropos and stuff like that. You learn all that. You don't just learn that by passively, you have to spend your time talking to people.
Yeah, it's like any other language. Well, I guess I learned this at a young age, but when you learn another language, you see how they reason, how they put things together.
It's different, yeah.
And it makes you, I don't know, think of how other people think. And make you put yourself in how they're it's very interesting.
It is literally like having like a second personality in a way. That's how I view it.
And you think different.
You have to.
But anyways, mi Yeison.
Gracias por invitarme. Gracias a los dos. Fue un gusto, un placer. Y espero poder hacer otro podcast en el futuro. Y yeah.
A huevo.
A huevo. A huevo. What are some other ones that I've heard people say besides a huevo? Cabrón. Viva México, cabrones. Like all that good stuff.
Bueno, hey guys, nada más queremos, we gotta thank our sponsors, Chris Brook Talent Renovations.
Oh.
Thank you for buying some of the stuff here. Casi no compré nada, pero bueno. Thank you, Chris Brook Talent Renovations, Digitize.esp, eso sí se están poniendo las pilas. .esp Digital, eso sí, un pinche abrazo. Eso sí nos están ayudando, gracias a ellos. No, ya dejando todo, gracias a Chris Brook Talent Renovations en Digitize.esp, la verdad, si no fuera por ustedes, no estaríamos aquí. Y lo más importante, si no fuera gente como nuestro buen Yeison Fountain, yo creo que no tuviéramos nada que hablar y este podcast sería bien pinche aburrido, pero como dice el buen Yeison, abuelita me Batman, abuelita me una, iba a decir. Gracias, cabrón,
Gracias.
Un pinche gusto, un gustazo.
Gracias. Un gustazo.
Espero que...
la voy a usar en el futuro. Un gustazo.
Sí, un gustazo.
Redes sociales.
Ah, sí, where can...
For me, me pueden buscar como Yeison Fountain. Y creo que voy a salir primero en todas las redes. Facebook, YouTube, en las plataformas también. Yeison Fountain, like fountain in English. Y TikTok también. Mi nombre en TikTok es Yeison Gunpoint, pero me puedes buscar con mi nombre, Yeison Fountain. Y así me pueden encontrar.
Chingón.
Chingón.
A toda madre, mi Yeison.
Está
Mi
con
Yeison.
madre.
El buen Yeison de la película Viernes 13. ¿Nunca te han dicho eso?
Es Viernes 13.
Yeah.
I haven't ever seen it, though.
But people ever say, hey, usted es Yeison, el de la película.
Yo fui al restaurante Monterrey en Buford Highway, Monterrey Mexican restaurant, and he was like, le dio cuenta que hablo español y él me preguntó cuál es mi nombre y dije Yeison y él dijo, Yeison sin serrucho. Es lo que dijo él.
Okay, did you laugh?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course. Because I understood the joke.
Cool. All right, nos vamos hasta la cápsula.